Traders, we're looking at the pound dollar. Okay, let's go out. On the daily, one could argue that that's in a downtrend. Fair enough. If we go out to the monthly, which I'm more inclined to run with in terms of where big money is invested, big money is long, without a doubt. So I'm inclined to run with that. I'm looking for a buy opportunity. So on this time frame, I mean, look, you could go for the long term and there's a target. But, let's just back it off a little bit, go down. Oh, that's a 3 week. Just go down to 1 week. Okay, down to the weekly. Yeah, okay. Yep, that's okay. So this is the external range on the weekly. That would be a target for me if that's bullish. Yeah, it needs to, look, for me to be 100%, we'd have to break that and retest that, and then I'd be definitely... But, I guess on the monthly, I would argue that it's bullish. So my bias is still bullish. This is trending up really nicely here as well on the weekly time frame. If we go down to the daily, we've got all right, just open it up a bit. So we've got this bullish break of structure here. This was trending down. Okay, that's cracked that trend. The high, my target area would be this one to start with, this one, number 2. All right, let's just go down now to the lower time frame. And the other thing with this is it's fairly overextended, and you don't want to be buying into a trend that, has extended too far. Let's just grab, that's a volume profile, anchored VWAP. Let's just throw that on there and see what that says. All right, I don't mind this VWAP. So at the moment, this is 2 deviations out from the mean. The mean is this blue line. So I'm pretty well expecting something like, okay, there, maybe, I don't know, maybe a deeper pullback. Okay, so I've been seeing quite a bit lately where the trend, when it extends out, let's just have a look at it on the 1 hour. When it extends out, quite often you get, let's grab that. All right, you get this setting up, and a lot of guys get comfortable with this higher high, okay, pullback, buy, okay, they're going to buy on the pullback, all right, buy on the pullback, but every now and again, it'll do it'll throw a wobbly at you, okay, and we get that, and it pulls back into the mean. So I'm half expecting this to do that. This is early in the week. You just want to be really, really careful. Let's just go to the 4 hour. And, look, I will run with that anchored VWAP. Look, where do you want to pull it? So that's from this low. Pull it from this low here. So you've got the blue. Yeah, I'm inclined to run with, what's that coming from? Yeah, okay, that's coming from there. I'm inclined to run with that. Let's just have a look at it. Let's just mark it up because, you really want to be careful in this market when price extends out like this. If you go chasing that, you're likely to get yourself into trouble. Just throw that VWAP there. So, the anchored VWAP, whether you place it here or up here, okay, is running, the mean is still running a fairly similar line, if you will. All right, so I want to see this, like continuation, and I'm thinking a deep pullback and something like that. That's what I'm anticipating. So with that in mind, let's grab a fib, open that up, Fibonacci fib retrace. Well, you've got this balance area down in here. You've got a little bit of a thing here. You got this base here, kind of, a little bit of a thing, right? Okay, so that pullback brings you into this first deviation. This pullback from here is more like it. So I'm inclined to run the Fibonacci from fib retrace from, say, this is a bullish order block, this red candle. So that's, for me, would be a more appropriate level. And the other thing that you've got with this, if we open this up, is, well, you've got a fair value gap here. So this candle, yeah, but closer to the order block, you've got this fair value gap here, right, that one. So this is looking at this thin candle, there's nothing left and right. So I'm just pulling it from the high on the left to the low on the right. All right, so let's just call that an imbalance. You just got to plan out the trade. Imbalance number 1, and I'll just copy and paste that. Okay, copy, paste. And this here is imbalance number 2, right there. Okay, so you've got this candle and this candle here. This could pull back into this, looking to rebalance. Let's just have a look at the hourly chart. Yeah, I like to look at these things on the hourly and the 4H. There's your hourly imbalance down here, and the 4H, okay. Well, we'll just mark it up on the 1H. This one, well, that works on the 4H, but 1 hour was here. It pulled back into it. You know, I'm inclined to just keep that as it was. Yeah, I'm inclined to at least look for this, for a pullback. And you want to, you know, a pullback into this is like 1 deviation out. So let's just scrunch that up like so. And consider this. It breaks structure, bearish. But at some stage, it's going to find support. Watch out for the fake out and the shake out, and then displacement, and then that would be my plan. So you need to consider that this could play out here. It could play out further down, okay, into this balance area, or it could run stops even further. It could look for liquidity down here, right? So it could be aggressive. We don't know where this is going to actually rotate, right? So you have to have systems in place. Like, this is my plan of attack, but you've got to have systems in place that will alert you when this is starting to rotate, so that you get in on the pullback at the right, you know, at the right time. Hope that makes sense. But anyway, that's a bit of a take. Understand that this rotate, like this pullback and then, you know, continuation bullish could happen at any level here, right? And it could be a deep pullback. So you just got to watch out for that. You know, you tend to map it out. I've got the VWAP here. Now, if it holds above VWAP, this blue line, then then we get this bullish break of structure, I'm inclined then to go long. Okay, so my note here would be, if we grab that, note buy, okay, and it holds above VWAP. So let me just add that to the note. Okay, buy on bullish break of structure and retest of the range above VWAP. All right, that's my criteria. Guys, if you're getting anything out of this, I would be stoked if you were to comment. That would just mean the world to me. And share your thoughts. Let me know if we're on the same page. Okay, I try to reply to all the comments. So yeah, well, you know, where do you want to do that? Okay, that's the plan of attack with this, guys. That's the pound dollar. If that fails and it continues, just wait for it to turn around and you know. But yeah, the VWAP thing is important for me. I mean, look, if it pushes through VWAP, I would then you know, just regroup, just have another look at it and see what's going on. But that's my plan, and I hope you gain something with that. I hope you have a great day. Safe trading, and let me just mark this up. This is called VWAP. I guess you could see it. VWAP. Okay, and that's blue. Let's just mark it, color it the same color. Go. Yeah, something like that. That's VWAP. Yeah, I mean, so I think that's a wrap. And now here's a message from our sponsor. Traders, do yourself a favor. Don't risk your own money. Trade a prop firm account. Here's the thing. Leverage with a $100,000 account. A 10% gain will pay you $9,000. There's a 90% profit share with this option. If you want to start small, go with a 5K account. That will cost you $34. Trade successfully on this one and then increase. Here's my proposal. Spend 2 weeks getting your strategy sorted completely free. Access our signals, Discord VIP trading mentorship daily videos, and our TradingView indicators. Give it 2 weeks. And when you see this working, start your prop firm challenge and make a difference. Link is on my website, anthonyfx.com.